maneuvers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a...
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his first pass is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky trying to lay one up deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his left. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Penny. Pushing through the contact. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A handoff to Penny. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Clean up!
They'll try and run for it with Penny. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They get it to him running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Detroit! Detroit!
Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
18.
the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching that body. Gun, gun.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a give to Penny. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Rashad Penny. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. Powers through. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The handoff, running left is Penny. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Chris Jones on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen from the gun on third down. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Lock in.
On the give, this is their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Four down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
Penny. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bird. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Penny, a first down carry, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Allen throwing on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Pushing his way through. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they'll run it again with Penny. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
We got 4. Gun! 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 Take it on now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Gotta go, gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Lock it, lock it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
18.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Again, it's Penny. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run with Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, gotta go. Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Wide open receiver complete. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
This is Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll throw with Allen. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
One final try here for Allen. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
go. We're on the ball after this. Lock it, 18. Ran, tough. 18. Stop. 180.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And now a carry here for their fullback. They find some open field here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Gotta go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Money back.